It's my fight prediction for Nick Ball versus Ronny Rios. I think this is going to be an excellent fight. Ronny Rios is someone who has a lot of power, even though his knockout percentage is high. He definitely knows how to throw some power shots and set things up. He's a guy that if you go in the ring with him and you're not really fully prepared or focused, he can catch you and get you up out of there. And Nick Ball is also an aggressive, short, stocky guy who has a lot of power, very aggressive. Is full speed the whole fight. He tends to take a round or two off to try to adjust. He does do different things in a fight. He's usually in a tough, close fight most of the time, just because of how his style is, and he's very difficult to referee at times, just because he's aggressive. Doesn't clinch a lot, but when he does have other people clinch, he definitely makes a fuss about it. And this is gonna be a huge fight. I think Ronnie Rios can definitely go in there and cause some problems for Nick Ball if he can go in there and get some shots off on him. And he's free to he's open to hit. But the thing about it is Nick Ball is very short. He's hard to punch. Doesn't have a lot of places you can hit him at just because he's a short guy. And if you're not really punching in his midsection or his upper body, you're not really gonna do a lot of damage. And his guard and the way he blocks shots, it's difficult to try to get in, especially if you're not throwing a consistent jab throughout the fight. And in this fight, Ronnie Rios, he has a good jab, and he likes to throw the right hook. But at the same time, with that left side, not really throwing a lot of punches from the left, it can definitely set up something where Nick Ball can feel like he's open on that end and he can set something up and hit him with a big shot, or he can just try to hurt him early on and break him down over the rounds. I think Nick Ball gonna have that type of approach. He's gonna jab a little bit, but he's gonna try to get in the inside and throw a lot of uppercuts, try to get up under those shots that Rios is throwing, and try to attack him early and be aggressive. And I think the shots to the body, right hand. If Nick Ball can have some sort of defense where he'll be able to get his head off the line and not go straight forward or straight back. A lot of times I've seen Rios go straight back, and that's gonna be a disaster against Nick Ball because he's gonna try to rush you, force you into a corner, and by the time you know it, the whole fight's gonna be on the ropes. So he's not a fighter who likes to keep the fight in the center of the ring. He'll try to force you to the ropes and be aggressive and getting you to the corner and go to the body, hitting you with some hard shots upstairs, big overhand right, the left hook. Even though he has short arms, the left hook and that overhand right is definitely a lot of things that you got to watch out for. He definitely causes some issues. He can buzz you a lot throughout the fight to where you can spend a couple of rounds trying to get your legs back up under you instead of trying to actually win the fight. So he can cause some issues for like that for Ronnie Rios. But I think Ronnie Rios is a good fighter, man. He's definitely slept on, and he can do a lot in this fight. But if he's not consistently jabbing, and he's just looking for that right hand, he's not gonna be able to make it through this fight. Even when Ray Vargas fought Nick Ball, he had to do a lot of other things, throwing that left hook. That left hook kept Nick Ball at bay. When he was throwing that, he was also throwing the straight, but when he was throwing that left hook, he was letting Nick Ball know, like, hey, you gonna have to stay on the outside. As well as Ray Ford. I think Ray Ford is southpaw, so with that being said, that left, him being strong off his left side, that caused a lot of issues for Nick Ball. Because he's used to those right hand guys, but when he's used to guys who can have a strong punch from that left side, that's when he's kind of because he's consistently throwing that right hand or loading up on it, and you can easily catch him with a shot. Now, if Nick Ball tries to load up on too many shots, Ronnie Rios does have enough power to get you up out of there. So if he's trying to load up on a shot, it's gonna be a huge problem. But I got to go on the distance in this fight. I think it's gonna be a decision fight, and I think it's gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna be one of those fights with Ronnie Rios. He don't got too many in the tank to where he's gonna fight at a high level, but it's gonna be one of his last fights where it's a high level competitive fight. He's fighting for a belt. He's not playing. He's going out there for a belt, so he's gonna try to hit another gear, This might be the best we've seen him in the last couple of years. Could be a possible upset, but I think I'm gonna go with Nick Ball in this fight just because of his aggression. And a lot of times that aggression it wins the fans and judges over automatically. Even though if the fight is close, automatically they think his aggression. He was fighting, pressuring. So I'll give that round to him. I've seen a lot of that go on, so I'll definitely give a decision to him.